To what today? What do you think? First of all, let's tell everyone how we met.
We met in a seminar in Indianapolis, Indiana.
Continuing higher edutainment.
That's right, yeah. We were spreading the word.
Yes.
And we met. Our paths were drawn together. We worked together, giving a seminar, spreading information. That's what we're doing today too, spreading information. That's what we do every day of our lives.
You were sharing about being polished and professional.
Yes.
And being prompt.
Yes.
In a communication seminar.
Yes.
And I thought it was very, well, actually, I've been notified to this calling that communication is very important in the angel world, in the seen and unseen, in the personal and professional. So that's why I've asked you to come on the show.
Well, thank you very much. Okay.
So now tell us a little bit about the #1 of much more, the love drug.
The love drug.
Yeah.
Okay. The love drug is phenylethylamine. Phenylethylamine is the drug. See, she just can't help herself. See, I'm already releasing it in her body.
You are, and you're a devil. Do you know that?
We talk about that in my seminars. The communication can do anything. You can literally work miracles through the right communication skills. And
are you tongue-tied there, Daniel?
Yeah, you can perform miracles. And I'm supposed to be the communication expert too, right? Right? Well, what we were talking about before is something that actually Leah Lowndes brought to my attention.
Leah Lowndes?
Leah Lowndes.
How do you know Leah Lowndes?
Leah Lowndes came
into... Do you know
into...
she's been on this show?
I did not know that. I did not know that. Yeah, but you told me about that. You know, Leah Lowndes came into my life when I was looking for some information to give people on different communication tactics. And I don't know exactly how she came into my life, but I found her audio program in my hands one day and thought, you know, this is something that I want to spread to people, because that's what I do. I kind of take information and spread it.
Yes.
And she had some great tactics on how we can release phenylethylamine, which is the love drug, in other people's brains and make basically anyone fall in love with you. That's the name of her program, How to Make Anyone Fall in Love with You.
You don't need any real language, do you?
Sometimes you don't. Sometimes all you need is body language. Oh. And so I took some of Dr. Leal, or excuse me, I keep calling her doctor. To me, she's the love doctor.
She is the love doctor.
I can't.
In New York. She's in New York City.
Yep. So I just take her information and I pass it along on how to release phenylethylamine in other people's brains, and it's something anybody can do. So we talk a little bit about that. But
well, you were doing a superb job, you know.
Thank you.
And you know, on and off track in the communication field, I was quite interested to know how other people would receive that same information in other languages. Is that something that you're considering?
Absolutely, yes. I believe that something that's really lacking in the United States, all over the world, is a communication program for people who are not native-born Americans, people who are non-native English speakers in particular. Because the world is coming together,
we are
being so unified,
one world, one
right?
dream, in the spirit of unity.
It's true.
That's what I'm all about.
That's what it's all about.
And it needs you.
Mm-hmm. And one of the challenges that people face is when they are communicating with people from the United States, if you're not a native-born American citizen, you're going to run into certain communication challenges. And I live in Mexico now. I live in Guadalajara, Mexico. When I first moved to Mexico, I didn't speak the language. I just kind of popped myself there and said, this seems good to me. And I learned firsthand what it feels like to be in that position. Somebody who has not yet mastered the language, has not yet mastered communication skills, because communication and language aren't the same thing.
Well, it's
right?
an inside-out job.
It is.
Inside and out.
And sometimes people say people are the same wherever you go. They're really not. People are different wherever you go. And for example, I had to relearn my communication skills. I had to relearn customs. I had to relearn a language. And I was faced with lots of different challenges. I was the outsider trying to fit in this culture. And I realized that people who do business with or communicate in any way with people from the US are facing all of those same challenges. And there are certain communication skills and tactics that you do not learn in English as a second language courses, and you can't really pick them up just from communicating with United States citizens. You have to actually, communication skills are learned. They are not natural. And what I'm trying to do is bring certain communication skills to non-native English speakers and non-US born people so that they can bring their, whatever it is they want to do, their professional life, their business life, to the next level using communication skills. Something designed specifically for them.
Now, I heard you say that you know nothing about relationships.
I don't. Yeah. I'm nothing. I don't.
But you referred a book, and I think if I can say Ophelia, is that
Reviving Ophelia.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. What about that? Tell us a little bit about
this. It's wonderful. You know, I unfortunately can't remember off the top of my head who the author was, but I go to a lot of women's studies courses, and Reviving Ophelia is a book that you will find in many different women's studies courses. It's about the destruction of the teenage girl, basically, through adolescence.
I see them finding a book written by you there.
I hope someday there is one.
I do. I
see
see you serving in a great cause and finding yourself fulfilling results in a big area.
I would love that. I would love it. But with young girls especially, it's something that I don't know what they go through. But I like to learn. You know what I mean? I don't know. I like to learn. But I encourage anybody to read a book like Reviving Ophelia. You can get it at any bookstore. And it just talks about the destruction of the teenage spirit in girls. And I like to learn about that and then help other people refine themselves, you know, find the child that they lost.
Yes.
Women go through things that men do not understand. I don't understand, but I try.
I don't think the planet understands. I think that's what we're here to figure out in a psychological puzzle and piece it all together, you know. Once we think we have it figured out, it changes.
That's true, yep.
I don't know if that's true or not, but I know that's the inside-out conflict.
Sure, we're changing more than ever.
Yes.
And it is, and you know, I think one of the tricks is books like that, and I think what I'm trying to do is take the information that already exists, like we were talking about before, as we were saying before, and articulate it. I think that communication skills and any type of healing comes from articulating what the real problem is and how we can overcome these challenges that we face. So I think there are some people who articulate it better than others.
A big service with a great need.
Absolutely.
So what do you think the commonalities are of our soul relationship, Daniel?
Our?
Yeah.
I think we both...
See, Leo Mounds is one for asking off-the-wall questions. Do you know that?
I did not know that.
Yes,
I've never met her.
Oh,
I've just received her information.
Well, she's a speaker with national seminars.
I didn't know that.
Yes.
Yes. See how small the world is.
Wow.
Yep. We were drawn together.
We were.
I think maybe you and I have in common is we're both in the same team trying to bring together people and help everybody transition to the next level where we are all going anyway. We're doing it so quickly and we're doing it now.